Let me get this opened up here so I can follow along with our chats. This is always fun. Waiting for me. Oh, are we live? Are we live? There it is. 2 people are waiting already. That's so exciting. I've never had people wait for me before. All right. So I'm going to try to finagle this so I can see the chat pretty well. Oh, what's up, Nathaniel Cadogan? First guy there. Shocking. Surprising no one. Hello, Internet. Let's see. Yay. We have 3 viewers so far. Guys, and now 9. This is Jeff the Ironwolf. Everyone say hi to Jeff.
What's up, guys? And I got my little Ironwolf, Harley.
Mojo boy is a puppy. There's a puppy in the live stream.
8-year-old puppy, but
still a puppo. All right, so we're gonna do this the fun Google Hangouts way, where it's gonna back and forth between me and Jeff. So if you guys have seizures, don't have one, and if you do, it's not my fault, or Jeff's fault, or Harley's fault. So that's the start. Hi everybody. Jeff's competing. All the Jeffs. Yeah, well, this Jeff has my undivided attention.
Jeff Battalion.
Jeff Battalion. All you Jeffs out there, if you're not subscribed to Jeff the Ironwolf, you guys need to do that. That's actually, I'm going to drop his channel. I'm going to put it in the description later, but I'm going to drop it in the chat. Nope, that's not the right link. That's the link that's going to accidentally invite all of you into this live stream, and we don't want that.
That could be a little bad.
That could be extremely bad. All right. So while I'm getting your channel up, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and what you like to talk about on the Tube of Views?
Okay, well, on the Tube of Views, I like to talk about hot button topics. My name's Jeff Shawley. I'll say my last name. 35, United States Marine and truck driver. My channel, basically, yours truly, Jesse Milestone, and Jeremy of Geeks and Gamers got me to open my mouth. And I started talking, and a couple people decided to listen, which is cool. I mean, I love listening to Jesse, Jeremy, Doomcock, the High Council. Jeff Cullen's another one. Jesse, if you don't follow Jeff Cullen, you should.
I don't yet, but I'm going to do that.
He's an Irishman. He also has, what's the name of that? Computing Forever. And he talks about a lot of political stuff.
Nice. Nice.
And the quickening. Mr. Beard.
Awesome. All right. So, yeah. So Jeff is here because he won the 10-day live stream challenge, and for some reason wanted to talk to me as a result in a live chat. It's like, of all the things that I could, like, all the things, he was like, I want to speak with you, which I guess is fair because I am the God Empress. So that's
who wouldn't want to talk to the God Empress? If you're not wasting, if you want the 10-day challenge, you're not going to talk to Miss Jessie here. You out your mind. That's just my view.
That seems reasonable.
Oh, I see a hand in the background.
Hands. Yeah. The people may walk in and out of where I am. It's possible.
That's fine. I was just like, oh, there's hands back there.
Straight up, because I'm in, let me tell you guys a little bit about my day and where I'm at. So I'm in someone's house that I just met today. He lent me his headphones and his really nice microphone, so hopefully the sound sounds awesome. My lighting is my lighting. Oh, that's Kelly. Everyone say hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
She can't hear Jeff because he's in my headphones. But yeah, so I am now in this place because we're gonna finish binge watching Supernatural when this is done. And she was like, hey, are you in the area? And I was like, turns out I am, because I just had to teach horrible children how to be Jedi. So
they're not Marine kids. They're Marine kids. They'd be awesome.
Yeah, they're not. They're horrible.
Background.
Hooray! All right. So we're here to talk about basically whatever Jeff wants to talk about. He gets to lead this discussion, right? He won the prize. This conversation gets to be like, he can ask me things. He probably wants to debate me on stuff because we both like to get very passionate about things and stuff.
Oh, so. Jesse, you're going to probably see my wife walk past and hand me dinner because I just got to dinner because we just had a workout. There she is. Just walk past. We just got done with the workout. She calls it, we got fat together, so we're getting fit together. We're getting swole.
Turning into Ben Swallow, like you.
But But hey, I'll give Adam Driver this. He's a United States Marine, so he's my brother.
I dig it. Look, all respect to Mr. Driver. I think he's a phenomenal actor and a phenomenal dude. I just think Kylo Ren is a steaming heap of horror. And
oh God, he could have been so much better. He had the potential coming out of The Force Awakens, and they squandered it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I actually honestly did not see much of the potential in The Force Awakens. I'm a big Force Awakens hater, and I actually hated him probably worse in The Force Awakens even than I did in The Last Jedi. Also, hi, Jamie Fife. I see you in that live stream.
I didn't necessarily hate it. In fact, Force Awakens is my wife's favorite out of all of them. She's not a big sci-fi fan. Until she met me, she'd never seen Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Battlestar Galactica. She'd never seen any of this.
You've done a wonderful thing. Thank you.
She's over there shaking her head. Oh, and just like I've told Jesse, I'll tell all of you, we've been married 16 years as of April 30th.
Oh, that's so wonderful. That's
okay. Well,
I don't have as long as my parents.
You want to start with Star Wars since we seem to be kind of on that segue, anyways?
Yeah, we're in Star Wars land. We can certainly. Yeah.
Uh-oh. She got some intercom back, so she's off to get eye drops. But anyways, as far as what I know about Star Wars, since I'll just start off with that, I've read most of the EU books. Everything from Shadows of the Empire almost all the way till when Aboleth is defeated by Luke Skywalker and his son Ben, which, from my point of view, Kylo Ren / Ben Solo is an amalgamation of Anakin Solo, Jason Solo, and Ben Skywalker, all slam-ditched into one guy.
That makes sense. Based on what I know. And this was always me, and I'm actually getting even more into the EU as things go on. And a lot of it some is to find solace and to find more in the Star Wars.
Okay, Jesse, I know you're a big Han Solo fan. The books I'd recommend is the X-Wing series, but the last book is X-Wing Solo Command. You actually see Han be a general leading a fleet with Wedge Antilles helping him.
That sounds good.
And that leads right into the courtship of Princess Leia.
I dig it. I'm in. Yeah,
so
I like
that. So those books are definitely ones to read. You'll probably like the Timothy Zahn.
Yeah, I've read something.
Trilogy.
Yeah.
But no, the X-Wing series, great books to read.
Awesome. Yes.
I mean, not a lot of Force going on. In fact, I think in the entire series you see Luke once, maybe twice, but it's more of a cameo. But my favorite book in the EU is X-Wing Wraith Squadron. Imagine, have you ever seen the TV show Black Sheep Squadron?
No.
Okay, take the biggest bunch of misfit pilots who also have commando skills, and that's Wraith Squadron.
Nice. That sounds like fun. I'm down for that.
It's a lot of fun. But no, the new series, out of all of them, probably my favorite was Rogue One.
I agree. 100%. I feel like Rogue One is the only one. And the thing for me, as a massive Force Awakens hater, as like someone who absolutely despised that, Rogue One for me pointedly, like it almost as if somebody had sat down with me, listened to my grievances about the things I hated most from The Force Awakens, and like made a point to fix them in Rogue One.
But the one part I really liked, like the character, my favorite character was Caspian, the rebel agent. And you see him do dirty things. I mean, I know the rebellion was supposed to be squeaky clean and all, but it was kind of nice to see them get their nails dirty.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's something that, like, they're supposed to be gritty, and I think that's something that could have, and that's so much potential to explore in the new ones that they just mostly didn't do. Is you always had, if you want to progress beyond the classic good evil epic struggle that Star Wars has always been, then the way to go is add those shades of gray, add those morally questionable elements, which you had in a sense in the originals with Han Solo. You can take those characters further. You can do more with them. But I think they're not willing to do that.
That was awesome. But Cass, I mean, the main heroine, she was okay. It's just the characters just need a little bit more. Besides Caspian, my favorite character was also, of course, K2SO, because Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk is the shit. I love him.
I am a brown coat, just so you know. Firefly is my jam.
I have the Malcolm Reynolds. I have a replica pistol that was a gift to me.
I wanted to get that. I couldn't afford it. I actually want Zoe's Peg Leg Pete.
Nice. Yeah.
It was the same gun used by Bruce Campbell in Briscoe County Jr. It's the same kind of gun.
Nice. I love that.
Trivia for you.
Yeah, I'm such a brown coat that I quote the blooper reel. Like that's how deep I go. Yeah, straight up. You'll hear me say things like "can't sentence properly." Firefly blooper reel.
But going back to Rogue One, what I loved about Rogue One, it was a great segue into A New Hope, and now you understand those troopers and why they are freaked the hell out and why they're about to lose their minds.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, for sure. I think it was that was the best part of it to me was the way it just segued down at the end there. That for me was like. Oh.
And of course, the two Vader scenes were off the chain. I loved it when he was choking Krennic and made a pun, but that was comedy that worked.
And that's believable. That's like the kind of thing you totally buy him saying. It wasn't just forced and weird and out of the blue. It was like, okay, I feel that. Like that makes sense to me. So
and then of course we finally got to see Vader cut loose, even if it was for only 15 seconds. That was like
some of the best.
Now we get to see the kind of badass Vader was when he basically went off the chain.
Oh yeah, no, that's some of my favorites. That's like some of my favorite moment in Star Wars. Period. Like that's for me, and that's why Rogue One gets a pass in a lot of ways. Is it had moments like that for me were like, yes, this I would watch this over and over again on a loop. I have, by the way. Yeah.
And the thing is, even though Solo wasn't all that great, there was one scene in Solo that I would happily watch again and again. That was the chase out of Kessel. Even though Kessel was done way different than the EU books, the chase, I know, it's repackaged.
Okay,
Empire Strikes Back.
Here's where it lost me. Here's where it lost me. Okay, so first of all, I was unhappy that it was the repackaged asteroid scene to the point where they used the same music. That bothers me when they're just being so obvious about it. And then the whole we're going to escape from the Mar or whatever that thing was using bad science. Like, stop trying to make Star Wars sci-fi. It's not. It's a fantasy movie. It's got wizards and magic.
It's sci-fi, but the whole addition of fuel was just like,
yeah, it's like that whole plot point of we're going to drop some of this raw fuel into like, what's going to happen if you did that? Actually, it would explode. Everything would explode. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
What they're trying to do was make it like NOS.
Yeah.
Like dropping NOS into your fuel tank. But it's not NOS. It's super concentrated fuel. It would explode.
Exactly. And it's in its raw, and the whole point was like, when it's in that form, it's highly unstable and you can't use it. That's why it needs to be refined. If you could just drop that shit into your fuel tank and have it work, why do you need to spend all this time refining it? Anyway.
Yeah, but as far as like the repackaged asteroid scene, I did like Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo in that scene because he actually reminded me of Han while flying the Falcon. That was his best moment.
Yeah, that was his best moment. I have to call out Flaming TP01, another brown coat like myself, who has quoted one of my other favorite blooper reel moments from Firefly, from Serenity specifically, which is
great movie.
And the blooper reel where he's just going around right before they decide like no more like running. I aim to misbehave. You find the kid having a dirt nap with baby Jesus. We need a hood or ornament. That's just great. Oh God, I love that. I love those. Yeah.
You want to know the best messed up thing I ever saw about Firefly? Someone on the holiday put this meme up on Facebook where it was teasing a Firefly season 2 and then was like, "Gotcha." My wife saw that, about lost her mind.
I've seen that.
Still mad about that.
I've seen that as April Fools. It's so at this point, like, yeah.
Why are you doing this to me?
I know. I feel like at this point we've passed the point where I want it, you know, where I feel like it's been too long. It's just is what it is. I actually did a video. I think I did it for Geeks and Gamers. I did a video about why it's good. It got canceled after one season, actually.
Yeah, I saw that actually.
Yeah.
And you know what? I actually wouldn't mind, because I love the universe, seeing another crew.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's
a couple years afterwards.
That would be cool. I would be down for that. The same universe. You could even have like Badger pop in, you know, as
Badger pop. You could even have Mal make a cameo, just like, or you see Serenity fly by.
Absolutely. That would be so great. I would be so down for that. Yeah.
Oh, and I'm about to, in Star Wars, probably about cry, because this is a movie I would love to see. A Gallery of Rogues movie. Han Solo, Lando Calrissian, Booster Tarek, Talon Card, Dash Rendar, you know, who's who of pilots of great freighters. all in a movie doing a caper like Ocean's 11.
Absolutely. That, and that's what I was hoping. You know, it felt like that's what we were promised when they started talking about the spin-off movies, as they were saying the whole thing was we're going to do them in different veins. We're going to do one that's like a buddy comedy, or we're going to do one that's more like a heist movie. And that's what they had said was, oh, Solo's going to be more of a heist movie. So I was hoping for something like that, hoping for something very like, let's get the crew together and everyone's a badass and let's be all, you know, Ocean's 11-y. But instead they got too busy trying to, you know, be subversive all the time and then make everything tie into the greater universe, even though it's a spinoff. It's like, what are you doing? Ugh, so much potential. So much potential.
Oh, yeah. and I know Jeremy of Geeks and Gamers loves Clone Wars. I like it to a point because there's a problem I have with the character of Barriss Offee. It retcons episode 2 because Barriss was not a 14-year-old sniveling child. You actually see a cameo of her in Attack of the Clones, and she's a 19-year-old woman.
Interesting. Yeah, that's not cool.
Was a healer. She was a healer. So to see her go to the dark side and set up Ahsoka and all that, I was just cringing.
Yeah.
That was pain-inducing for me when she fought Anakin and Ahsoka and all that. I was literally in pain.
Now remember, I still have not seen the Clone Wars, so I don't feel your pain yet, but I will. I'm going to tweet this because... did you guys get notifications for this live stream? People in the chat, I feel like you probably didn't, because
I got a pop up right when we started. That was about it.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, because I feel like
YouTube has got something completely screwed up.
Yeah, they're being butts lately. My Articus did. Someone did.
Speaking on that, I did tell you about that. YouTube giving $25 million major media and give them like prime thing to show all their videos. They're just basically trying to edge people like us out because they can't control the narrative. They can't control the news because people like us, Geeks and Gamers, Ethan Van Scriver, are destroying our narrative and they can't shut us down. So now they're trying to edge us out.
Yeah, it's stupid. I'm yawn. What are you? Did I just lose your audio? Are you still there? You're still there.
I'm still here.
Okay, something went weird and quiet for a minute, but that might be my fault. I'm sure I'm having weird technical issues on my end. I hope that
but Jeff Cullen does a really good job of like covering it. If you want, I can send you the link for the video that he did covering it. I mean, it was just like mind blowing.
Yeah,
what Google is doing. I mean, they're like literally partnering with news aids like CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, all of them.
Yeah.
I'm just going, oh God, only bad things can happen here.
Yeah, I like to think, and I know this is unnecessarily optimistic of me. I like to think that what will happen is that YouTube wants to be a platform for its. I see you, Joshua Tika. Hi. A platform still for creators, independent creators, and they have a lot of programs set up for that. Like after 10,000 subscribers, you can start to use the YouTube Spaces for free. Excuse me, goodness.
All right.
After sorry, my brain. I had to teach children how to be Jedi today and then how to be fencers, and it was not fun. I don't like children. So, and my voice is already going now. I can't imagine where it's going to be by the end of the week because I'm like, too much talking. I don't do this much talking, apparently, throughout the day in my normal life, which is weird because, like, this is what I do. I talk for YouTube, and apparently I don't talk that much. Who would have thought? Right? But anyway, so my naive concept, because they just introduced things where they're definitely trying to keep their users bringing the money into YouTube rather than Patreon, because they just implemented a couple things that I don't even know how to use yet. I have to look into that they want to make They partner with Teespring, so you can sell your merch right on the site, supposedly, though I still don't know that. I don't know how that works or if that's up yet. And I don't, and there's also now apparently you can set up so that people can pay money to subscribe specifically to your channel and get certain perks and benefits, like very much like Patreon. So they definitely seem to want to keep their independent creators. So my optimistic self thinks, okay, well, people who are established, they want to keep those people, and you know, the one or two people who make it, who come in and make it, but that it's just going to get harder for new people to sort of come on and make it. That's my guess. That's my thinking. But I mean, ultimately, with all television moving over to streaming services, if YouTube, you know, gets the news, and they don't need the rest of us. So that does kind of suck.
Yeah. But anyways, let's move along here. And this comes from a fan of mine, Justin T, who was asking me about abortion. And you want to cover your thoughts right quick before you hear mine? Recap.
Alrighty. So I hate people. I hate babies. I hate humanity. Therefore, I'm pretty much cool with abortion. I don't think that's like my honest rationale.
Seriously?
I don't like people. I don't put the price and value on human life that other people do. I had a miserable, rotten adolescence, you know, just because growing up sucks sometimes. And I was like, I don't know who would wish life on anybody, especially like a child that nobody wants. I don't like that. I don't like children. I don't put the same value in human life that a lot of other people do. As a result, that's just me. That's just where I land on it. I don't think it should be used as a form of birth control. People need to be responsible and, you know, learn to deal with their life. But shit happens. Accidents happen. I think that, like, whoops, the rubber broke is not like a you have a life sentence worthy kind of thing. So, you know, I don't think it's, I don't see any, I don't know. For me, it's like, why would you make people have children they don't want? They're just going to raise screwed up children, and you're going to have more unhappy people in the world. So that's all.
Or dump them into an orphanage, which is already overstrained, and that's more money that we have to fork out to pay for them.
Exactly. So that's kind of where I land. I'm all for killing babies.
Yeah. But that whole thing about you hate humanity, you need to watch SAO Abridged Kirito's rant. Oh my God. He starts out with, I hate people, and he just goes off. It's hysterical. You should look out. Kirito rant abridged.
All right. You'll have to make sure you send me, compile all the things you want me to see and send me those links, because I want to check all this out.
Yeah, but here's my stance on abortion, and I did a video on it earlier today. I called it an abortion, the nasty area, because I believe, like you, it should be an option, because people should have options. That's what this country's built upon, if you ask me. And to take away options is bad. It's like taking away rights to, you know, the option to have a gun.
Yeah, yeah.
Boy, like you think it should be just an easy form of contraceptive. That's just stupid. But I remember a live stream you did a while back, like 2 months ago, with someone else, and you were talking about, like, you know, examples of what disease you were talking about. It's one where the baby is born. T-Sex, yeah, where it's incredible pain for up to 2 years, and then it dies. Why would you want to force that upon a child?
Yeah.
Or rape, incest, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Boy, here's something else, and I'm going to use us as an example. It's just an example, everybody. It's just an example. This is not real. It's not going to happen. But let's say you and I were single. We had a night out. We went at it. You ended up pregnant. I talked about we had pros and cons. We started having an abortion. We're both cool with that as reasonable adults. You go to have the abortion at the last second. You decide you don't want to, and you want to have the child. I know you don't, but I'm just saying in this example, you would. Now, you can come after me for child support, all this stuff, and I just agreed to have the abortion and not deal with this child, because I think, along with abortion and just children in general, men get screwed.
No, for sure. Like, I still remember.
And this is another thing that goes into the whole men go their own way. The MGTOW thing I think I told you about, which is basically a male version of feminism. But the thing is, my problem with it is how they're handling, they're acknowledging there are damn problems that are very heavily skewed, not in favor of men. They're skewed in favor of women. Mm. And I'm sorry, I'm a big believer in equality in all things.
I like equality. That's I don't remember where I said it, but it was somewhere I had a take on the MGTOW movement, and I was like, dude, I'm cool with that one. That's great. Like, if men want to go do whatever they want without women, fine. You'll have the feminists all living their lives without men. You'll have the men all living their lives without women, and they can just have their own little like split country and just never see each other, never talk to each other, and the rest of us can just get along and be fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fine.
my view on MGTOW is that I understand their problems, but they're saying, oh, they're woke, they're the red pills, they're the alpha males. So, no, you're around like a bunch of yellow-bellied bitches instead of being real men, sacking it the hell up and taking the problems head on.
Yeah, and also accepting responsibility, because there's a big element to the MGTOW movement where people are like, I've been screwed by women, and because it's societal, but it's also interpersonal. A lot of people who subscribe to the MGTOW movement are people who are like, well, I've been cheated on, I've been treated poorly by women, I've had crappy relationships, so I just don't need them. And it's like, well, at the end of the day, when you're talking interpersonally, and I get the bigger issues that you want to discuss. But if you're talking interpersonally, if you've had a series of only shitty relationships forever, like at some point you have to consider that maybe the problem is you.
It's you. Oh, here's a great line. I apply it to life because I was playing this game called World of Tanks. It's done by Wargaming. And I was complaining that the game was rigged. It was all against me. And I was part of what's called the baddie population that refuses to accept responsibility. And finally, this really good player we call Unicums. Basically, the really, really, really top 1% of players. He finally yanked me aside. Oh,
I have fruit
snacks.
You got
a Klondike or something?
I have fruit snacks.
Fruit snacks. Those are awesome. But a really good player finally called me out on my bullshit and was like, "Look, what's the one constant in all of the matches you have played? That is you. And until you accept that, you're not going to get better." Mm-hmm. And it finally clicked. I went from basically 47% like subpar to just breaking 52%. It took me a lot of games, and it took a really big reaction of how I play. And the thing is, that also applies to life. If you're not willing to take responsibility for yourself, nothing's gonna get better.
Damn straight. Mm-hmm. I'm about that. That's my philosophy pretty much on everything. Is like, sorry, I just got distracted by my fruit snacks. That's my philosophy on basically everything. Is if you the one thing you always have the power to change is you. You don't have the power to change other people. You don't have the power to, move mountains on your own, but you can always change yourself. And oftentimes that change and the ability to make that change has the largest, most lasting impact on other people.
Yeah. Hey, Ray, what was that tattoo you wanted to change about change? Yeah, that's the one. My wife actually wants to get a tattoo on her wrist to always remind herself. It's change your attitude, change your fate.
Mm-hmm. I like that one. I like that one a lot. That's good. I always go with Gandhi's "Be the change you want to see in the world." We've got a Michael Jackson song, "Man in the Mirror." Yep, absolutely. Thank you, chat. You guys know what's up.
She loves that song. She loves Michael Jackson too.
Nice.
But before I went crazy, as my wife says.
Yeah.
But something else my mom always said, and this is also a reason why I can't stand the MGTOW guys. Mm-hmm. She said, people follow the path of least resistance.
True.
They never want to do what's hard.
Mm-hmm.
And our movement, it's just the path of least resistance. And for me as a Marine, that's just an anathema.
You're like, no, I go directly into the most resistance.
Ask her, she would know. She's over there rolling her eyes.
I'm posting your channel again because, all right, you guys, if you haven't subscribed to this dude, is that what I posted? Did I post the correct link? I did. I didn't. Did I? No. What did I post? Goodness. Oh, I posted this live stream. That's not what I meant to post. My bad, everybody.
It's all right.
In case you're not watching this live stream, here in the chat, I'm posting the live stream in the chat. I'm really bad at my life, everybody. It's been a long day. Forgive me. I'm still recovering from nationals.
Puppy!
Oh, he's a Popon! He's a Popon. I love it.
And Harley.
See, I can't verbally get excited by the dog because then
Jesse, about the comics artist process from Uncle Ehe. Did you
that?
hear about Netflix's new version of She-Ra? She-Ra, Princess of Power.
I've only heard I think I've heard him mention it, but I haven't actually dug into that one.
Oh my god, what they did to She-Ra. You've seen the 80s version, right? What she looked like?
Yeah.
What they turned She-Ra into is a 12-year-old androgynous thing.
Why?
And instead of being a princess of pedigree, she is an orphan, or she, Pat, as my wife would call it, and so do I. No offense, but it's basically a 12-year-old Pat orphan.
Mm-hmm.
It looks freaking terrible. They actually leaked screenshots and pictures of what She-Ra looks like. And take my facial hair, my facial structure. Mm-hmm. Here, I'll give you a good look. Pretty much my facial structure. Give me white skin, blonde, long flowing blonde hair.
That's not fair because you'd make a better looking woman than that thing.
My wife saw a picture.
Wife for the win. Wife for the win right there. We do have a super chat, by the way, from Hawkticus, of course, who says, to totally derail this convo, I would like Jeff's thoughts on The Last Jedi bombers.
Oh, I understand what they were going for, but it doesn't fit in Star Wars. Here, I'm going to see if I can get you a really good picture of it, because I have a picture right here. Can you see it?
Sort of.
That's She-Ra.
Oh, yep. There it is. Yep. Yeah.
That's how terrible She-Ra looks.
That's
bad.
Yep.
Here's my thoughts on the bomber talk. I understand what Rian Johnson was going for. He's going for the old school B-17 12 o'clock high scene. That's great. But it just totally throws starfighter combat in that movie just out the damn window for something else. Here's how I would have personally done it. I would have taken E-Wings out of the EU and made them the new strike bombers. Kind of like, the upgraded X-Wings we have. Mm-hmm. I would have gone for a midway type scene. I would have had a score bombers coming in about this high in what would be like a torpedo bomber attack with ion bombs and drop the shields. And then you have another squad come over from the top in a dive bombing attack with the actual torpedoes to actually take out the dreadnought. And then you actually have TIE fighters actually up in high-low cover. It would have been a freaking dogfight, not this slow-moving molasses bombers taken out in one shot bullshit. I would have gone for something like Midway or, Pearl Harbor. If you've never seen the movie Midway, the 70s movie, think Pearl Harbor, the actual attack, where you see torpedo bombers, dive bombers. It would have been something like that. And Rose's sister would have been like the last bomber pilot who had been attacked before. Her bombs can't launch, but she's got them armed, and she kamikazes in and takes it out.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Tell me what kind of scene that would have been.
That would have been so dope. This is why, people like you, why don't they have military consultants, to talk about when they have military things in movies? Be like, what would be cool?
Jesse, just before I want to hear the rest of that, but just one little announcement. I'm actually planning to buy the book, copy it over to Word document. I'm going to edit out all the bad crap. I'm going to try rewriting it.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
I'm going to put that scene I just told you about, but that Midway style scene. I'm going to take out the entirety of Canto Bight. Mm-hmm. Canto Bight's going to be. I'm going to shoot the moon here. I'm going to try to redeem Luke, Holdo, Rose. I already want to do with Rose, and she'll be way better.
Nice.
I'm going to save Akbar. In fact, a little spoiler: you're not going to see Akbar to the end of the book.
Oh, is he going to be one of the? Yeah, I know what you're doing.
I'm also going to bring in forces like if you've ever read the books, it's called flow walking. Basically, it's a force power that allows you to basically walk backwards in the past and actually see the events like you're standing right there. Wow. And I'm going to use that as an interaction between Luke and Rey to teach her about, because I'm not going to make her so much strength. It's going to be a philosophy thing, like, and especially like the force calls between her and Kylo. It's going to be a lot more philosophical, but not all. We're going Twilight. No, it's going to be a philosophical battle.
Nice. I like that. You're going to see the
Knights. We're going to see the Knights of Ren.
To actually do something with that. Amazing.
And you're going to see even a cameo by someone. I'm not going to say who, but actually, I'll spoil that one for you because you're probably just going to want to read it anyways. Let's just say Anakin Skywalker is going to be making an appearance, holding his lightsaber, duking it out with the Knights of Ren. I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to tell you I'm going to do it, but it's going to be epic. That's what I'm going to try and shoot for.
I love this idea, and I love every time fans will be going to fix this because we all had better ideas than they had. We do have another super chat also from Hawkticus. Thank you so much. Who says, personally, I would have gone with K-Wings, but the basic strategy is the same as yours. Also, the bombers are actually slower than B-17s, as someone did the math.
Yes, so I know. I saw that, and I wholeheartedly agree. They are slower than molasses. A B-17 bombing run would have been about the fast.
Yeah.
Those bombers were moving at like 30 miles an hour. A B-17 flies at about 120.
Yeah. That was that. Ugh. On that topic of fixing things, I'm curious as a military man, what your thoughts were on the Holdo Poe hierarchy and how that was handled, and was that realistic or
fucking terrible? I would never follow a woman like that into combat. And I will tell you guys right now, I served under female Marines, female officers. In fact, I had, when I deployed with 11th Marine Expeditionary Special Operations Capable, I was part of the radio battalion. I had a brand new female officer straight out of the Naval Academy. This girl didn't know up for what. But I tell you what, you know how she earned my respect? We were going out for a field exercise out in the middle of Kuwait. She asked. She didn't order. She asked long. She helped us set up camo netting. She sat position. She helped set up those positions. She asked probing in-depth questions on how the equipment worked. She actually tried to learn everything that she earned my respect in that instance alone. I would happily follow her into combat. And I had female Marines on my team that I happily would have, fought with in combat. We had two teams on two girls on my 6-man team. One of them was actually a little bit better with certain pieces of equipment than I was, and she'd been in the Marine Corps about a year and a half less than I had. So I've served with great men and women. Admiral Holdo is a fucking terrible leader. And here's how I'm going to fix Holdo. She's not going to tell Poe the whole plan. All she's going to tell him is, look, I believe we're being chased. I believe they're tracking us. I need you to stand by and be ready to abandon ship when I give the order, because I'm going to use this ship as a lure to lure them away while we stay safe. I'm going to tell them the bare bones. Oh, and this ain't going to last no day. You ever seen Battlestar Galactica?
Some of it, yeah.
The image? Have you seen the episode 33 and a half minutes?
Yeah, that's like one of the very first ones. Yeah.
Chase is going to be more like that. The chase is going to span months. I'm also going to fix Hux and actually make him a military genius, because he's going to have a reasoning for letting them escape. It's kind of like the agent in Serenity.
Yeah.
When your ship goes to ground, leave no ground to go to.
Yeah.
And instead of this chase where it's this long-running chase and they have 10 ships chasing when they could have just sent a couple in hyperspace and cut them off, it's going to be, the Radish jumps here for supplies. He's going to give him an hour or two, and he's going to jump a couple of Star Destroyers, and then they're going to be forced to flee.
Nice.
Leia's going to try and go someplace else, and then you're going to kind of get the kind of scene with Kylo. But instead of Kylo being a whiny little bitch and not taking a shot, no, he's taking a damn shot. He's manning up. Or
Thank you. Like, that's the
Jesse, remember, he destroys his mask. I am going to fix that too. Instead of him just going, he's just going to hold in his hand. He's going to force crush it.
Good. That I'll buy. I'll buy that. I'm too powerful for this. I don't need this childish nonsense anymore. That I'll buy. I will buy that. Yeah. No. Fuck.
And the thing is, you're also going to see a little. It's not going to be much, but it's going to be a little bit of Snoke training Kylo, but in so much of explaining to Kylo why Snoke is. And I'm going to bring in an element that a lot of people are either going to scream at me for or jump up and go, yes! You know who the far outsiders are?
Oh, yeah.
Vong. They're going to be the reason why Snoke's coming. Snoke is going to have an actual freaking... It's going to be Machiavellian as hell. It's going to be the ends justify the means. And Snoke's also going to have his backstory filled out from my point of view.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a reason why Snoke, Kylo, and all of them are doing this. Mm-hmm. Not just this, oh, we're here to take power, just take power. No, there's a freaking reason behind it. I'm going to fix all of this. That is my intention. It might take me a while to have to get the book and start, putting it over to doc form. Then I got to save another copy and start editing out and, doing all that stuff. And then I actually got to start writing. So this is going to be a long-running project, and I might give snippets here and there of what I'm doing.
I love this idea.
And I might need some help with this. If I could reach out to Jeremy, I might need some editor help because I am not the grammar guy in the world.
I don't think Jeremy is either. I can help you out, though, for sure.
If you want to help me with that, you're welcome to, Jesse.
Yeah, I'd love to.
I need all help I can get.
I'm a wonderful editor. I'm a total grammar Nazi, completely and entirely. Yeah.
But, hey, if you want to work with me on this project, I probably won't even have this done by the time I go to Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah.
Once I actually get the ball on this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd love to. We could write such a great story. I mean, I can tell you, if you want to talk later afterwards, I can tell you all the points I have in mind.
I love it.
Just to blow your mind.
That sounds awesome. Yeah. No, I
can chat about this.
Someone can't speak English. Do. What they're off on their own little. They went off on their own little tangent, like they do.
Yeah, sometimes.
I don't know. I feel like, I am 100%. I don't give a shit what they think. I'm 100% down. I'm all about this life. I definitely want to rewrite that. I think, and I love the idea of doing it as a literary style. That's definitely up my alley. I mean, it's great cinematographic. It's great what Ivan's doing, with the actual visual editing.
What I had planned to do with Luke, and it goes how he learned about force projection in the first place. We are going to see the force projection, but it's going to be done way better, and you're going to see use a lot more of it at the end. And yes, I will spoil it. Luke will live, but he will use so much force power, and you're going to see why, that he actually ends up in a force coma. He'll be alive, but not really able to help as of now. Because believe me, it's not going to be Luke Skywalker summoning in Saber because, green Saber means you're more connected with the Force. I want to show Luke put on a Force display that blows people's minds. Mm-hmm. That's what I want to do with Luke. I mean, yeah, everybody wants to see Luke Skywalker doing saber fighting and all that. It's not going to really be that, but you're going to see Luke's Force display on power. We're talking almost the Force on, Star Wars, the Force Unleashed level. That's what I want to do with Luke.
That sounds like fun. I dig it. Someone's in. Someone likes what they're hearing so far. I'm a fan of what I'm hearing so far. If you guys are, you should go subscribe to Jeff's channel, and then you should support him and his endeavors to rewrite this book. You should start talking about this in your videos, by the way. You should definitely
I wanted to, really do the big reveal here. I mean, I did a small video on my plans to do it, but I really wanted to run it by you and see what you think. I figured you'd love it.
I'm in love. I love all your ideas too. I think they're all awesome. I'm 100% on board with all of it.
Because the thing is, in the book, you're going to see Rey have a struggle, but it's going to be mental, not physical. I mean, she's going to do some physical stuff because even Luke's going to say, I really don't have to train you so much. Philosophy's where you're lacking.
I like that. That's fine. You're justifying her being there, and you're justifying the fact that she still has things to learn, even though they made her way too good. So,
I mean, she can be good at the physical stuff. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
philosophy and understanding the Force is where she knows next to nothing.
Yeah, and just makes stupid faces all movie as a result.
And I'm actually going to do a small retcon of The Force Awakens.
Oh?
You know how, of course, Rey beats Kylo, but I'm going to change it so you've never seen Dragon Ball Z, but there's a character called Gohan. In the beginning,
I have seen some Dragon Ball Z. I know about Gohan and Goku in them.
Remember, Gohan is a kid where he had all this power, but could never control it?
Yes.
Rey's going to have that problem. Like when she beats Kylo Ren, it's going to be, she knocks him down, and then suddenly she's standing there, and it's going to be like a Dr. Jekyll Hyde where she's standing, she looks at her lightsaber, she looks at Kylo and goes, what the hell just happened, and why do I feel like I'm about to keel over because I'm exhausted?
I like that. I can dig that.
It gives her a problem. Just her understanding if she has no control over this. She's immensely powerful, which is totally okay. But she has no control over it.
Yeah.
Now you have someone believable.
No, that it's amazing how easy it is for everyone to fix all these ideas and no one's gonna do it. That's why sometimes, I don't know if you heard me talk about this. Also, hi Laura, Ryan stole my fanfiction story. I
love that chick.
Great. This is great. But yeah, that's one of my, it makes me always so sad at the end of these conversations because I'm like, oh my God, that's so exciting. What a great idea. I love that you're doing this. I love that you're doing that. And at the end of the day, you walk away from all this and what's out there is still what they did.
Yeah,
and
I know.
They're still doubling down and not listening to any of these incredible ideas and not making any progress.
I never did explain what I was going to do with Luke.
Yeah.
In Kylo Ren. Instead of, I love what Ivan's idea was, and I might go to that, but my original idea is that Luke wakes up and he feels something at Kylo's room, something dark, something mysterious, the whole thing that's, been driving Kylo to the dark side. And he picks up his saber and he runs out of his hut and he's running towards Kylo and he's like, I'm going to stop this right here, right now. And he sees a cloaked figure, just doing a dark side thing where he's standing, and Luke knifes his lightsaber and he goes, and you actually see a little bit of a lightsaber duel. It's not going to be long, but he ends up doing a Force apparition of Snoke where he kind of gets it.
Mm-hmm.
And Snoke kind of dupes him where he falls over. He's kind of sitting over Kylo Ren. Luke's standing over like this, getting ready to strike, and that's where Ben's gonna wake up and think, and the apparition's gonna disappear, and Luke's gonna go like, "Oh crap! I just got duped." And then Ben's gonna pull his lightsaber, and Luke's gonna scream, "No, Ben, no!" Mm-hmm. And then it's the tragic. And then from there, I was also gonna explain how Luke tried to bring Ben back. He did everything he could. He fought Ben at least 2 to 3 times over the next few years in the Knights of Ren. He did everything like he tried with Vader, but everything he tried just had the opposite effect. It just drove Ben further away. Like the more he tried, the more he drove him away. And so, like Ivan said, he went to Ahch-To to find a way to bring him back. And over the years, he just couldn't find the way.
Wow.
And this is where we're going to segue into Rey going, maybe it wasn't you, because we've been having this Force conversation and I've been trying to understand him. He's been trying to understand me. We've been having this philosophical battle. It's been, instead of running a day or two, running months. Maybe I'm the conduit to bring him back.
I could listen to you talk about this all night. Like this is, you freaking, and it's,
you're about to go to tears, aren't you?
No, seriously, I'm like, because it makes so much sense when you say it. You're like this, and it's beautiful, and oh God, and then you have this tragic, and then he really is a tragic villain, a tragic character. And
the thing is, with the backstory of Ben slowly learning what Snoke knows and why Snoke is doing this.
Yeah.
Ben's gonna start going into Machiavellian. The ends justify the means of reason why you're gonna see in his thought of he become a leader because Snoke is not the leader to stop what's coming. I have to take control, but I can't. But he realizes Palpatine and Vader made mistakes. They screwed up. I have to be better than them. And you're going to see, the ends justify the means, but we're also going to see, it's going to be that light side conflict of I can't be too hard on them, but I have to prepare them. I have to get these people ready because what's coming, we ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah.
Like Snoke's going to show Ben's videos of plants being destroyed by the Yuzon Vong. And the first fleet having tangled with them a few times and just getting their faces kicked in. That's why they're running from the outer. See, I'm pulling from the EU and just giving this film so much more depth.
Yeah,
and
no, it's
pretty much.
And that's you had so much to do. You had years of stories and endlessly enriched characters and plot lines and races and concepts that it's so you had so many different opportunities to draw from these things and make it a part of it.
Yeah, sorry, we're closing in on bedtime, so we may have to wrap this up soon.
Okay, yeah, no problem. No worries.
It's getting close to 10 here.
Yeah, I feel that. No worries. I don't want to keep you up late. We can definitely do this again. This was you're great. You're awesome. I knew that we would agree on a lot of things and have lots to talk about, and I'm more than happy to have you back on as a guest. And
she's not gonna be there for Gen Con, but she will probably be there for Star Wars Celebration, right?
Sick. Yeah, my plan is Star Wars Celebration. So,
and Ivan's planning to be there too because I saw that stream where they gave him all that. I'm gonna get a saber. He and I are gonna duke it out just because I think he's awesome, and I would love to duel.
I still need to duel, actually. So that's what I need to raise money for.
Jesse, when we wrap this up, stay on for a few minutes. My wife would like to have a couple questions for you.
Oh,
she
that
might
sounds
give you some buckaroos.
Delightful. I'm very excited. As long as the questions are not, how do you know my husband? And why are you talking to him?
Oh, she just went, whatever.
He can talk to whoever he wants. It's been 16 years. I no longer care.
Yeah, pretty much. It's exactly what she did. She was like,
oh, you doing your silly things, man things that you do.
Okay, come here, Harley. Come on, Harley.
Jump up on. Give me a papa.
Come on. Oh, Max is coming too. Come here, Bubba. Get out here. Here's the shrimp.
Hi. Oh, Bubba. Oh, what a cute face. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a face.
This is my wife's dog. Harley's more my dog, but we still love them both. But he weighs at best soaking wet 5 pounds.
My parents own a Newfoundland right now.
Yeah.
That's a big dog.
Yeah. You hear my wife?
I did.
Big dog.
I go back to Philly as often as I can, mostly to spend time with him.
Actually, Ray and I are going back to Pennsylvania, more Harrisburg, in September.
Nice.
It's a Shally family reunion. We're going back for that.
Very cool. I'm toying with. I have to go back in October for a friend's wedding. I'm her bride. I'm one of her bridesmaids. So I'm toying with whether or not I can spring for the flight in September as well to go to her bridal shower. So I have to. Yeah.
Well, if you happen to go to a Marriott, let us know.
Oh, good to know. I will. I definitely will.
Marriott, Starwood, Ritz-Carlton. My wife works for them, and
hot damn! Between your wife and Jeremy's wife, this the fandom here, us folk, whatever you want to call us, the fandom menace, the rebellion, will always have places to stay. So.
Well, she can't do it all the time, but she likes you, so she will hook you up because she knows, like us, we are people of limited means.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. We live. That's like the joys in my life are flying to these fencing tournaments that I referee because they put us up in nice hotels. And I've actually, because I travel so much and do so many of these, I've gotten really spoiled. So I'm used to staying in Marriott's now. I'm used to staying in Hilton's. We stay at the Omni in Dallas, which is beautiful. So when we went out for my sister's graduation last summer, my parents, we go on budget, so we did a Best Western. I was like, oh man, I'm so hotel spoiled. I'm so hotel spoiled.
But actually, I got some news from the VA I'll share with all you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a disabled veteran because of my knee. I just got my last MRI results about 2 days ago. I found out I don't have a tear. I have a severely pinched nerve right behind my kneecap, and that's what's been hurting me for 13 years.
Shit. So they can. What? Pizza? Pizza! That's a yes. Sorry, I was just offered. No, I was just offered pizza.
Pizza. Yes.
The answer to pizza. I was asked pizza. The question was pizza. The answer was yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's always a yes.
Duh. Not even a real question. So wait, they can fix that though, right? They can unpinch that nerve.
Yeah. And if I can get my 214 unscrewed, I might be going back in the military.
Good for you. Oh, hot damn.
I might be going Army because higher tenure, but I talked to a staff sergeant and he was like, you have a CDL, military experience, and all this. I would put you in with like a $30,000 bonus right now if I could.
That's awesome, dude. Congratulations.
But I mean, I just started the paperwork, but that paperwork can take 2 years. But if I can get back in, finish out my 20, that'd be 25. Even if I got out as an E7, that would be about $2,800 a month for the rest of my life.
Whoa, hell yeah. You can start to make a living off of that. That's awesome.
Oh, I'll definitely work forever, but it'd be nice to know at least I have that always to fall back on.
Something to fall. It's nice. I mean, it's so nice to have that safety and that cushion there, because then you don't have to kill yourself. You're like, all right, I've got that. Now I can work to have nice things.
But I could also do what a lot of old sweats do of run away to Thailand to an expat community and live on $2,500 like it's going out of style. Oh, and if you've never been to Thailand, go. I'm talking to all of you out there. Go. 32 baht to an American dollar. Oh, me and my little buddy. Here's some Thailand stories for you just before we close this out. But I know you guys don't want to hear this. I was out with my little buddy. We went to a little mom and pop Thai restaurant. We had the sodas in the like thick glass soda. A 6-course meal with about 10 sodas split between us cost us $5.
What? I want to go to Thailand. I want to go be rich in Thailand.
Me and my buddy went for a bar crawl through the southern part of Phuket, the little inlet at the bottom. We were the only 2 guys in the bar, the only 2 Americans in the bar.
Nice.
Over the night, I had about 15 Jack and Cokes and about 10 screwdrivers, and I had to teach bartenders how to make a screwdriver. You know how much it cost me? $20.
Fucking man. Oh, yes. Moving to Thailand. Happening.
Oh, and it gets better. We had to go check in with our MU every day, our command staff. Mm-hmm. And this taxi driver comes to us, and it's so awesome. He goes, 1,500 baht, I take you around all day, I show you the sights. Whoa, is that like blood?
It's fake blood.
Wow, is that blood? Nice.
You're welcome.
My friend made fake blood.
It's like 1,500 baht, which is like $25, and we didn't even pay for gas. He took us around all day.
Dude, that's awesome.
We went to this park. I wish I still had the pictures of it. It was an elephant ride, ATV, shooting range, snake show, all in one.
What?
I avoided the snake show because I'm with Indy. Snakes. Why does it have to be snakes? But
I do enjoy
we shot 45s, went 4-wheel riding, got this picture of this family on this gigantic elephant. Then we went to a Buddhist temple. I bought my wife a freshwater pearl ring on a silver band, real silver. Cost me less than $5.
So we're all moving to Thailand. Yeah, fuck it. There's internet in Thailand. I can do this over there. I can just
in Thailand, they're putting in more fiber cable than the United States has right now.
Whoa. Things I didn't know about Thailand.
Asia is blowing up on fiber. Like, if you go to Japan, I've never been, I've flown through Osaka, Kansai, but if you go to Japan, they hear 100 megabytes per second and they snicker at us. What, like gigabyte, like a gigabyte download for them is done in seconds. They are fiber, and not only fiber, multi-spectrum fiber. on their entire backbone across the entire country. They don't use copper anymore.
Whatever. Everywhere else is better than, and they say America's the greatest country in the world. Like,
sad part is we invented fiber. In fact, one last piece of trivia for you. Do you realize about 15 years ago, the government gave billions in tax credits to telecom companies to start them moving over to fiber? They didn't. They just pocketed the money and never did anything.
capitalism for you. Capitalism at its finest. Capitalism works best under the assumption that people are inherently at least a little bit altruistic. People are not.
Yeah, I'm a treasure trove of interesting, useless information.
That's fascinating, though. That is fascinating. You can be a treasure trove of whatever information you want to on my channel whenever you want. You are.
Oh, and let's see. Like I told you, but I can't tell everybody what I did. Mm-hmm. But I have been to the headquarters of the National Security Agency.
That's cool.
It's in Fort Meade, Maryland. That's public knowledge. It's in Fort Meade, Maryland.
Mm-hmm. That's really cool. Hi, Caitlin Alba. Unfortunately, you're tuning in close to the end of the stream. But she asks, who is this beautiful stranger? This is Jeff the Ironwolf. I'm going to post his channel one more time if you haven't subscribed to him.
Here's the wolf tattoo. There's my wolf. And Ray has a tramp stamp of wolf paws across her back, but now she says it's the paw prints from her boys because they've run all over her.
Oh, cute. Yes, just for those watching, Ray is his wife, not his random fantasy of Star Wars. Ray.
No. And it's not spelled R-A-Y, it's spelled R-A-E. Just so we're clear.
The better way to spell it. The much better way to spell it. So, yeah, well, all right. I don't want to keep you up since I know it's late. You accommodated my crazy schedule, even though this is your reward. But this was awesome. This was tons of fun, Jeff. I would love to do this again. Anytime you have an open invitation. Anytime we can make it work scheduling.
Hey, if the fans want me back, I will happily come back.
All right, it's up to you guys. You guys want to see Jeff again? And also, guys, make sure that you're sharing this with people. If you think Jeff is cool, if you think he's fun, post him around. Get your friends' opinions. Too.
I'm becoming web famous. Hi, I'm from interwebs.
I am from the internets. All right, my chat is moving really slowly. All right, someone says sure. That's good. Yep. Yes, we got yeses. People like you. There you go.
And they like my dogs.
I like your dogs. Go back for the dogs alone.
And Jesse, my wife has a little request for me to sing.
Okay.
We have this great new technology for porn.
The internet is for porn.
That is for porn. The internet is for porn. Grab your dick and double click. The internet is for porn. The internet is for porn. Porn. All right. One last thing before we go, since I'm going to shamelessly use your channel. I am in the process of getting my decent computer back up, but right now it sat in a storage shed for 3 years, so it didn't update the Windows 10. So I'm trying and fighting with it to get it to upgrade. But once I do, I plan to start streaming on either Twitch or something. Once I can figure it out. Hey, it's free. It's not gonna cost you anything. She's giving me like, oh dear God. But I plan to start streaming stuff like the games I play. Like I play Star Trek Online, Star Wars: The Old Republic, World of Warships. If there's any other free-to-play games that anybody would like me to try, I am at your command.
There you go. Jeff, soon to be gamer personality on the internets, on the intraweb. So you can throw it in the chat here. If you don't get to the chat, throw it in the comments. Let us know which games you want to see Jeff play and what you want to hear Jeff talk about next time he comes on Mindless Entertainment, because he will be back. People say you're awesome. They say yes. People are yesing.
Yes. Yes, I'm a Daniel Bryant fan. I have no shame. I don't watch wrestling much, but Daniel Bryan is one of my favorites. I love the yes chant.
Everyone's really into the porn too, by the way. In fact, someone has just informed me that that's what he's going to do as soon as we end this stream. So let's not keep flaming TPO1 from his porn. The Jeff likes you. The other Jeff likes you a lot.
Jeff Italian, that's what I'm talking about, boys. And if you're going to Star Wars Celebration, I will be there Thursday and Friday. I actually have my tickets.
Awesome. I haven't even decided if I want tickets or if I just want to go and hang around nearby.
Oh, I'll be there all 4 days. I just only have tickets for the first 2 days.
Fair enough. All right. Shall we say goodbye to everyone? one last time, this has been Jeff the Iron Wolf, and his channel is here, so subscribe, and we'll have him back. So if you missed this live stream, we'll see him another time.
Well, right now I have an Iron Wolf platoon. I want to get that up to a company, then a battalion, then a division. We'll be the Iron Wolf division.
Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody.
Later.